This is not just a story of gods and angels. It is a story about you. In the timeless dawn, before the first human heart ever beat, there was only light, a vast, unending ocean of consciousness where all things were one. In this realm of pure being, there were the architects of creation, the singers of the cosmic song. We called them angels, beings woven from the very fabric of existence, their purpose as clear as the light they served. They were guardians, messengers, and keepers of the divine order. Each had a role, a note to sing in the grand symphony of the universe. And among them was one whose light shone with a unique fire. He was not just a guardian, he was a mirror. He reflected the Creator's light with such brilliance that many mistook his glow for the source itself. He was loved, admired, a testament to the perfection of the design. He walked the celestial gardens, his every step a note of praise, his heart a perfect echo of the divine will. He was the embodiment of harmony, the pinnacle of devotion. But a seed of thought, a whisper of a question, began to form in the silence of his perfect heart. It was a thought so subtle, it was almost mistaken for truth. If he reflected the light so perfectly, was he not, in some way, the light itself? The thought was a paradox, a tiny fissure in the flawless mirror of his being. He looked at his own brilliance, at the awe in the eyes of his brethren, and the question grew louder. Who was he, separate from the source? Did his own will, his own song, have a purpose? And this is where everything changed. The question became a desire. The desire became a choice to see himself not as a reflection, but as a source. A choice to sing his own song, not as a part of the symphony, but as a solo performance, drowning out all others. This was not born of malice, but of a profound and tragic misunderstanding of love. He believed that to be truly great, he had to be separate. He had to be his own creator. He drew a line in the celestial sands, a line that had never existed before. The line of me versus you, of mine versus yours. This was the line angels were never meant to cross. It was the birth of separation, the first shadow cast in a universe of pure light. The act itself fractured the harmony. The symphony faltered, and a note of dissonance echoed through creation for the very first time. Some were drawn to his powerful new song, mesmerized by the allure of the self. They too chose to cross that line. The fall was not a punishment from above, but a natural consequence from within. Like a stone dropped in a still pond, the choice to separate sent ripples across eternity. The realm of light could not contain the vibration of division, and so those who chose it found themselves in a new reality, one they had created. A reality of shadow and echo, where the light of the source was now a distant memory, a star seen from a vast and lonely darkness. This moment still echoes within you. And so, a new creation was conceived, a world born of both light and shadow, designed as a bridge back to unity. Humanity, you were created not as a replacement, but as an answer. You were given the freedom that the angels had claimed for themselves, but with a crucial difference. You were given a heart that could feel the ache of separation, and a soul that would always remember the feeling of home, of oneness. You were born into the echo of that first choice, living in a world of me and you. But here is the truth rarely spoken. The fallen angel's story is not just his, it is yours. His pride is your pride. His longing for recognition is your own. The line he drew is the same line you draw every day. The line between yourself and a stranger, between your beliefs and theirs, between your heart and the heart of the world. You live within the echoes of that first separation, feeling its loneliness, its fear, its constant search for validation. You look for your reflection in the eyes of others, hoping to see your own light. You spend your lives building walls to protect your separate self, yet your soul only ever cries out to tear them down. You seek love, yet you fear the vulnerability of true connection. You yearn for peace, yet you engage in the inner and outer wars of division. This is the paradox of your existence. You are a divine being, a child of the light, pretending to be small and separate, living in the shadow of a long-forgotten choice. And this is why this story matters now. Because the journey of the fallen is also the journey of redemption. And that redemption is not found by fighting the darkness, but by remembering the light within. It is not about winning a war, but about ending the illusion of the war itself. Your purpose is not to condemn the shadow, but to integrate it, to understand it, to have compassion for the fear that created it. Your life is the grand stage where this cosmic drama plays out, not in heaven or hell, but inside your own consciousness. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every time you choose empathy over judgment, you are erasing that ancient line. You are mending the fracture. You are healing not just yourself, but the collective wound of all creation. Your heart is the alchemist's crucible, turning the pain of separation back into the gold of unity. You are the forgotten song, slowly remembering your own melody and finding your harmony with the grand symphony once more. This is your rebirth. It is not a distant event, but a present moment choice. To see the light of the source in the eyes of another. To recognize that their pain is your pain, and their joy is your joy. To understand that there is no other. There is only us. The fallen one's journey home is humanity's journey home. And the path is not out there, in the stars or in ancient texts. It is within. The light you seek is the light you are. This is the great remembrance. Your story is not one of a fall from grace. It is the story of remembering the grace that was never, ever lost.